All right, people. Let's do this. Okay. Now, for this situation, we are going to explore some numbers together, looking for their square and square root. Let me do square on this side and square root on the other side. Let me do squares on this side. Squares. So if I have, let's say I have 12, 16 for first set, and I have 9.8 and 9.1 for the second set. Let's start for this first set. So if I have 12, for me to look for the square of 12, I would say equals to 1.2. Are you following me? Since 12 is 12 times 12, that will be equals to 1.2 times 10 times 1.2 times 10. Remember how we break that down? Because that's if we multiply this 1.2 times 10 to give us 12. That's how it's like that. So since we have 10 here and 10 here, remember laws of indices, we just pick this one of this 1.2, we pick one of this, so it's become 1.2 times 10 raised to power 2. Now the next is for us to look for the square table, the square root, the square root, this is square root, square. Now we're going for 1.2, still square 1.2. Since we don't have any other number after 1.2, that's 1.1, that's 0. So 1.2 under 0, 1.2 under 0 is here. So that's 1.440. 1.440 times 10 raised to power 2. Hope you get it now. So that's just for us to expand now. For us to expand, let's move to this side to do that. Let's say we have 1.440 times 10 raised to power 2, which equals to, that's that we are looking for the square root. Now we are looking for the square, rather. We're looking for the square. So we only have to now is just multiply to get our answer. So we have 1.440 times 10 times 10 is 100. So we'll move here 1, cancel 1, 0. Move another again, cancel another 0. So 12 raised to power 2 equals to 144.0, which is same thing as 144. I hope you get that. All right. Let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. I'll have to clear everything to make it easy for us. Okay. Still under squares. Squares. We have done 12, and we know that is 144. Now 16. 16. So for us to do 16, same way we say 1.6. Pardon me. I want us to do a shortcut. Since we have 16 times 16, and we know 16 is 1.6 times 10. Are you following me? Times 1.6 times 10, which equals to raised to power 1, raised to power 1. Then we have 1.6 times 10 raised to power 2. It makes it easier. Things become easier all of a sudden. Then we can now go look for what 1.6 is. On the We can now look for what 1.6 is. Now let's do 1.6 for 1.6. 1.6 is 250, 2.50. Now we have 2.560 times that 10 raised to power 2 is 100. That is equals to 2. Remember, move it once, we cancel it. Move it another once, we cancel it. That's 256.0, which is something as 256. So that's 256. Now it should get more interesting because we have 9.8, which equals to, we don't know what it is, so let's look for the square of 9.8. 9.8 times 9.8. So you're looking for squares already, right? So we just go, since it's already now 9.8 times, that's what we're looking for. Just pick one. 9.8 equals to what? You don't need to multiply it. So just go under the table of, go under the table under 9.8, and here is our 9.8. Let me annotate that. We have 9.8 here. So that is, oh, pardon, 9.8 here. It is here. It's not like that's not 9.2. That's 96.04. Let's back up so I can see it clearly. Can you see 98 clearly now? 98. This is it here, 9.96.04. So that's just it. That one is straightforward. Since we already have our question is already in decimal, so that makes it easier. So let's go for the last one, 9.1. Remember, it's already in decimal, so just go for 9.1. 9.1 is here, so our square is 82.81. Now let's go to the next level. The next level. The next level. Let's go to the next level. Now we're going to look for the square root. That's next we're looking for now. We're looking for the square root of some numbers. We're looking for the square root of some numbers. Let's start with this one. We have 50 square root this time around. Let's do square root. I have 53. Sorry, 529. What is square root of 529? All I have to do is first let's go to square root. We have 52, right? So let's go to square root. We have from, no, we don't need to that. We need from 100. Yes, we need from 100 to 999. So that's what, can you see that at all? We have from 100. Look at this. Let me show you what I mean. We are looking for this one that says from 100 to 999. That's what we are looking for. So we're going to work with that one. That's what we would work with. So we have 90, 52 rather. 52. So we just do 52. And we have 9. Under 9. Let me scroll up a bit so you can see where the 9 is. 9 is the last column. Can you see that? 9 is the last. 9 is this last one here. 9 is this last one here. So let's just trace it down to find what 52 under 9 would be, because that's what we are doing. 52 under 9. 52. 52 right here under 9. Can see? That's our answer right there. 23.00. That's our answer right there. That one is straightforward. Okay, let's do another number. Let's do a bigger number. Let's do a bigger number. Let's do 53,249. Let's do that one. So all you have to do is 32. Now, remember this one is in thousands. So we'll be using a different square root entirely, a different square root. We are not using the one that we were using before. We're using a different square root entirely, a different square root. Remember this one is what? 100 to 99. We can't use that one. We can't use 100 to 99. We have to go and use for the one that has thousands in it. So let's go down. We have from 100 to 99. We don't need that one. We have from 1000 to 999. That's the one we want. So that's the one we're going to work with. So we're going to go for this one is, we have 32. So we're going to look for 32. This is 32 here. Let me rub off the other annotations I've done before now. For this one, begun, 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 begun. So we have 32, 32. My 32 is here, isn't it? Under 4, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then remember there's difference of 9. So I need to go for 9. 9 is the last one. They're still on the same side. So that means I have 56.92 plus 8. The 8 must be added to the last number, not any other way. That's this last number here. So we have 2 plus 8 is 0, plus 1, that's 1 plus 9 is 0 also. Then 6 plus 1 is 7. Remember, your point is still here because you are adding. Then 5. So the answer is, remember 57.0 is same as what? 57. Same thing as 57. These ones are interesting. They are straightforward. Now let's go for the ones that usually give us most of the headache. Yes, the decimal. What if I have a decimal? What if the number is decimal and I need to find the square root of that decimal? That's where the headache comes in. That's where the headache comes in. So let's find out how to do that. So what if I have this number? What if I have this number 27.04 and I need to look for the square root? 27.04. Now 27.04. It's looking nice, but I need to turn it into, I need to look for the square root. I need to look for the square root. And you know that I need to make it in a way that, let's say, okay, let me put the square root there. Now, I need to turn this into a whole number to make it easier for me. So the easiest way I'm going to go is I'm going to simply say 2704 over 1000. That's what I'm just doing. Over 100 because I have two numbers here, so over 100. That's the easiest way I'm going to go. So I'm going to do for, since this is 20, this is 2704. It's 2000 already. So I'm not going to go to 100 because that's two. I'm looking at 22,700. So I'm not going to go to 100. I'm going to go to 1000. Oh, and as luck would have it, we are already in thousands. So I just need to look for, I have 27 under 0. 27 under 0. What's the difference? Difference of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 51.96. 51.96 plus 4 plus 4. So let's go now. That is let's add 4 plus 6 plus 4. Remember, this point is still there. Don't forget the point. So we have 6 plus 4, 0. Remember 1. That's 0 also. 1 also. Then I have 2. I have 5. Remember your point. So that will be equals to the square root of this 2704 is 52.00. And the square root of this 100 is what? Is 10. Thank you. So I need to convert back. Remember, I just need to move this backwards. I hope you remember this. And I have so I have 5.200, which is simple as what? 5.2. There you have your answer. Let's do another one. Another one. Let's do another one. Let's explore another one. So that is equals to, down is easy. We have 5.2. Now let's do square root of 92.16. The same way we did the other one, that's what we're going to do it. Let me rub off the other side for us to use as our canvas. I hope you're getting it. Let me do another example so that we can use that to round up everything. Okay, at this point in time, we should start getting it better now. So we have, remember, 92.16. Let's put our square root sign on it. That's there. Let's convert to a fraction. So we have 92.16 over 100. Good, because we have two numbers after the points. So that's 10, another 0. That's 10, another 0. We have our square root sign on it. Remember, you will go to the 1000 to 9999 parts. So we are looking for 92 for the square roots, for the square root side on the four-figure table. So I have 92. I'm going to 92, 92, 92. Aha, 92, there are thou. Let me remove the other annotations on the four-figure table. So 92, here is it. Okay, where it is. 92 on the 1. Remember, I started from 0, so this is 1. Difference of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to write it out. So that is 95.97. Difference of 3. That's 7 plus 3, that's 0. We are adding the same way. Remainder 1, 1 plus 9, 10, remainder 1, our point here. 1 plus 5, 6, and then 9. So the square root of 9,216 is 96.00. So we're going to write that out as 96.00. Square root of 100 is what? Is 10. Which equals to what? Remember, we'll move the point and cancel. That would be 9.6. And there goes your answer. I hope you're able to get this clearly. I hope this gets clear for you. I hope you understand. If you have any other question, let me know. If you have any other question, let me know.